Welcome, everyone, to Get to the Points. Sean Stacking the Money Green with Brendon Walsh, Doug Stanhope. Brendon, you're back. How we feeling?
I'm good. Sorry I missed last week. It was a rocky. I mean, whatever. We're fine. I don't want to play it up dramatically and act like we were like fleeing a burning building, but did have to get out of town with like the kids and stuff, and my dad was around. It was just kind of a
smokes everywhere. Doug, we didn't, I don't know, on that episode, we kept changing the actual reason as to why Brendon, I feel like we never settled on our exact bit as to what was going on for Brendon. We had him running drugs. Yeah, we had him running drugs, getting in trouble for distributing pornography, aka the snout pics. Where did we land, Doug, as far as why he was out?
I was telling people that Brendon was on fire right now and no one would put him out. I remember that one.
I caught that part where you were asking fat people who had the skin removed to send it to me, and then
the burn graph.
I caught the beginning with the keystering steroids or something to the guys in Arizona.
Yeah.
They needed it, and the Rams use those steroids.
You know, I gotta say, I'm fucking kicking myself because I didn't put that bet in until that day. Not even thinking about like when the beginning of that whole 9/11 style fucking. I'm like, oh fuck! LA's gonna win. They think they have to win. There's no way.
I said the same thing. I wasn't counting on this. I didn't put this together.
Yes, I didn't put it together.
It worked for the Rams, but where the fuck did the Chargers go with the tragic magic? They don't care about the firefighters. They got destroyed on Saturday, but the Rams, it was like, hey, we're doing this for LFPD, LA Fire Department.
Nobody likes the Chargers.
I know, that's their problem.
At least the Rams went to was it one or two Super Bowls? Did they even win one?
Yeah, they won like the first year they were in LA, I think.
And that wasn't enough for even the Rams, much less the fucking Chargers.
Well, the Rams have Cooper Kupp now too, which is wasn't he on the Chargers forever? Or has he always been on the Rams?
He's always been on the Rams, but he kind of came to prominence later on. And Chad is a great. I mean, how many times have you accidentally called them San Diego? They're kind of a weird. I always said the Chargers should have moved to Vegas and then bring the Raiders back to the LA, because there's more Raiders fans in LA than actually Chargers fans. They're just always the odd man out. Doug, how was your
whoever just said that? Whoever just wrote they'll always be San Diego. Yes, they will always be San Diego. I even if I was trying to call them Los Angeles, I'd screw it up and say San Diego. I can say the fucking Commanders, even though I say Commandos sometimes and I get it wrong. But I can't fucking rock that fucking LA Chargers.
Speaking of Commanders and racist names, is it racist if because when we were driving back from Palm Springs, we drove back on Sunday like around noon, and we stopped at a diner somewhere halfway between, I don't know what kind of area it was, but the diner was fully packed because it was a Sunday afternoon, and it was all Latino people wearing Raiders gear. Now, is it racist to be fucking scared in that situation?
Well, I mean, it's
only if you're wearing a Broncos jersey or Chiefs or.
There's something just threatening about Raiders, people in Raiders. Maybe NWA instilled that in me when I was a teenager.
To me, it's like they always seem like the tough guy because they when they show that black hole and then they have the guy wearing the shoulder pads with the spikes on it. And I'm doing the math of like, you had to go to Michael's, you had to plan a trip to get styrofoam. I just imagine the logistics of the guy in his garage. Honey, where's my gray glitter? Like the actual making of the costumes. They strike me more as like theater kids.
Those are the ones you're scared of.
Yeah, true.
You're scared of the fucking Latinos that are jammed into a diner all screaming at the TV. Andy said he went to a game and the Raiders game, and a guy who I don't know, is San Diego or whoever it was wearing the opposing jersey, and in the men's room they fucking just pulled the jersey up over his head and just beat the tar out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't a game going. I'm just saying people.
Yeah, that's
people
why it's
wearing
scary.
Raiders gear scare me. Just
especially
when there's not a game.
Yeah, not on game day is a little odd. Craziest fan interaction I ever saw was they weren't a Raiders fan. It was a Niners fan up in the Bay Area. I know West Coast fans are seen as soft, but this dude, we randomly got like box seats to a preseason game. So we got drunk, went to a preseason game. And afterwards, a guy broke a bottle and screamed at a Ravens fan, "You want to fucking settle this? We'll settle this." And he was like, had a broken bottle. It was going towards a guy. So we had to get out of there. But
that used to be such a go-to move in movies. You don't really see guys do that anymore. Smash the bottle and just have
get real stabby with it.
Yeah. I went to an XFL game in Vegas.
Oh, nice.
And it was just so awful. And where you just get shitty seats. It's half empty anyway. And yeah, like the third quarter, some drunk guy it's daytime, and he starts groping this maybe 13-year-old girl, daughter of someone in the row in front of her. And then the dad started beating the shit out of him. And we're like, all right, we're out of here. This fucking 13-6 fucking nightmare of fucking
spring football at its finest.
Football.
So how'd you guys do gambling wise? For me, I was down, but got a lot back. I told myself I wasn't going to bet on the Eagles, and then I lost all my other bets. And so I went huge on the Eagles. Got most of it back, but still down. Doug, how'd you do?
I got fucked. Yes, this is the worst week ever. Because I went from my usually $10, $20 and an occasional 50 to 220s, 250s, and 200s. And I won one of the 20s and I lost all the other 5. I'm still up on the season though. I'm still up $50, $51. I was up $380, and so now I had 2 bean bets. We did the Saturday and the Monday, so I won one, lost the other. So we're still back at 600 going into this week.
Brendon, what about you? I know you you emailed in your picks, and I think we hit on most of them as we were going through. But how'd you end up?
I mean, I was doing good. I laid off the Broncos. I had the Broncos +9, but then when because I didn't get my bets in that day, so I was betting day of the game. So I laid off the Broncos, but Texans +3 won that. Ravens -9.5 won that. Laid off the Broncos, and then the Eagles under 45.5 and -5. Didn't parlay it. Should have.
Oh yeah, nice little run there.
But got that one, and then the Bucks was a push. Bucks -3. And then, stupid fucking me not thinking when I put the bet in 20 minutes before the game started on the Vikings -2.5. I'm like, oh, yeah, they'll do that. And then, oh, right, it's 9/11.
Yeah, they rallied for them. All right, let's get to we do have some.
I didn't get the Tampa Bay push. I got fucking 2.5.
Tampa Bay, it wasn't a push. It was because Tampa Bay lost by 3 and they were favored by 3. So Commanders got the win.
That down wrong. So I lost. Yeah. That's it.
No worries. Let's get to it. Talking some picks, and appreciate everyone sending in the picks. We got some get to the points mugs in the merch store. So if you send in your picks, we will. I think a guy actually emailed in his regular picks for the game, and Brendon forwarded it to me. He goes, "What's this bullshit?" Yes, we were looking for. He might be new to the show, but he gave us some picks, so maybe we'll parlay them for him. But if you send in some dick pics, we got some mugs. We'll be giving those out. So WinHardly@gmail is the email. And we got Jetler the Romarian, Fug the Vikings, Somber Skull. Vikings.
Yeah, that really sucked. I was really hoping for that Bills Vikings Super Bowl, and they really let me down for $100 fucking too.
I mean, and what a fucking way to lose $100, man. That was the ugliest fucking game.
They got their ass kicked.
I mean, it was absurd. It's like, guys, if you're throwing the game, don't make it so fucking. You don't have to turn it over every time you touch the fucking ball.
And Darnold was playing so good until these last couple games.
Every fucking game, pretty much. Texans coming back was nice, but every other game sucked shit. It was awful. And I swear, if it's a fucking Baltimore Philly Super Bowl, I'm going to fucking Ghana. I tweeted it. I stand by it.
All right. I like that. Potential trip to Ghana on the line for Doug Stanhope. That's interesting future bet.
That Ghana, I keep hearing Ghana. It reminds me of there was a tweet from Chelsea Handler. Remember, she had a special called "Uganda Be Kidding Me."
Oh, really?
You remember that? And then somebody replied to it, "Can you believe it? I'm not gonna watch it."
Now
that's a sick burn.
She had some fucking dog shit special that I watched a lot of, where she's doing jokes like, "Don't you have friends?" That like these jokes are tired at a fucking open mic at a what do you call that place where the Friars Club? You wouldn't.
Yes.
She goes, "Yeah, I was bisexual once till it was my turn." And I go, "Are you fucking kidding me? That's like the hackiest joke ever." I heard it from dudes, but
it's crazy some of the stuff that gets made there on the old specials. All right, we got some divisional NFL playoffs. Houston Texans at the Chiefs. Seeing the Chiefs as a 9-point favorite. Doug, what are you doing here?
I got them at 8.5. I took the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to fucking show it hard in the playoffs. I think that they were just kind of phoning it in like basketball, where LeBron doesn't really try or Kobe doesn't really try till the playoffs. I think they're going to throw a walloping on those Texans.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they kicked the Texans' ass, Brendon, and we have a Texan scouting report we can break down as well.
A snouting report.
That's fucking jet black, and that's showing. That's prominent.
Yeah. I mean,
casting a shadow like that on dark pants is quite the feat.
Who needs a watch when you got a sundial like that below your belt? Brendon, what are you doing here? 9 points is a lot.
I might call. Go ahead.
No, I don't know if that looks like 9 to me. I think they cover it no problem. But what are you doing here, Brendon?
The Chiefs historically have not been covering the spreads.
I was just going to ask. Sean T. Green will know. Or haven't they not covered the spread almost every single game this year?
They were bad against the spread. As a favorite of 7 or more points, they were 0-5-1. But to me, this is the playoffs. This is this is Andy Reid with extra time to prepare. That's usually when they show up. But it is 9 points. So if you're taking the dog, I get it. But I'm still on the Chiefs. What are you doing, Brendon?
It's a coin toss for me. I'm leaning towards Chiefs, but I'm going to wait until I'm going to see how I'm feeling, but I'm leaning towards Chiefs. I think they have the ability to walk all over the Texans.
Show that picture again. I think if that guy were in white pants,
I might change the handicap.
I got it at 8.5. I feel comfortable with that. I wouldn't risk 9 points unless we saw him in white pants.
Yeah,
and really know.
8.5, you still feel comfortable with 8.5, but 9 is when it gets a little too much. We got to go back to, we were talking about the Chargers. We got to go back because we did get a couple Chargers photos. Thank you for sending those in. This one to me jumped out.
Whoa!
That little pea bag here. Kenny, look at the little pea bag.
The
pea bag behind it. Look at that pea bag. It's like a trail of ducklings.
Yeah, you're right. The pants are very duckling like. This one, I don't know if it's like it's clumping up and framing it odd. I don't
It's
know
like
what's
the
going on
guy number 95. It's like he put a fucking hair tie around his nut, one of his nuts, or a rubber band.
It's a cue ball.
That's yeah, he should get that checked out.
Yeah, it does seem like something you might want to get looked at because he just has. It looks like he just has one giant colossal ball. I don't, which is definitely something you should get look at. Redskins at the Lions. Lions laying 9.5 point. Big favorite again here. Douglas, what do you like? Yes, it feels like Redskins is coming back. It's close to coming back. We'll see. Commanders, Lions. What are you doing, Doug?
This is my bean bet.
Oh no,
I'm still down $600. I would have to win that game. Then we'll bet another Sunday. Then we'd have 2 games in the championships and Super Bowl, and I think that still would make me down 100. But I'd raise up the price for the Super Bowl.
Double or nothing Super Bowl, right?
So yeah, that's my bean bet, and he got to pick the game, so I get to pick the Detroit Lions minus 9.5. That's what you said you had?
Yep. Yeah, I like the Lions. Of course, we've featured their kicker here recently. Who,
Kenny, have you seen that?
What is that?
This one's
I love it.
This one's the like sensual lick lipping that the kicker was doing, and he was really getting his hips going, thrusting, pulling.
That guy's not even wearing throwbacks, but he looks like he's from 1974.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, he was trying to roll out his hip, but that has like a big 70s hair there.
Yeah.
Brendon, what do you like in the old Lions game?
Yeah, I mean, unless the Lions, really fuck it up, I see them destroying they're going to win by, at least 2 touchdowns and a field goal, which is 17 points, which I'd like to point out. I was very close to my prediction on the Eagles. Eagles game. It was
what was your score? Because you're right, you were pretty close.
24-17 I had it at.
Yeah, 22-10. So you had the under, you had the Eagles covering, and like you said, should have parlayed. Third game Sunday, we got the Rams at the Eagles. We got some picks as well. Rams celebrating a little post game blood here.
Wow.
That's a special right there. Kenny, would you if you were putting on the same brand of pants that are as tight, would you be able to show up against that guy? Kenny's very competitive when it comes to sports. Like if you want to play tennis, basketball, hoops, disc golf, Kenny's there and he wants to win. Would you be able to compete with that man? Maybe.
No.
I like his optimism. Yeah.
I don't know if you have any kind of like a Photoshop app or something, but I think if you could just kind of cut out the crotch area on that guy on the left there and superimpose it over the coach's face, I think it would fully cover his head.
That's a great I mean, that's pretty big framing.
I mean, there's definitely a perspective issue, but I think if you just cut it at the seams, in the crotch.
Well, if you're good at Photoshop, would love to see that worked out. And if you're good if you want to mess around with any of these, hit us up. Photoshop. Here's another angle of the same post game celebration. We also have a Rams action shot here, throwing up the LA sign.
Yeah, for a Samoan.
Yeah. What about he's
almost till he's uncut.
There is like a triangle activity going on down there.
There's something going on, and there might be something poking out. Maybe he's one of those guys that likes to put things in his pee hole, and that's like a little Allen
stretch
wrench.
or something.
Allen wrench. Maybe we should do that with Kenny and Derek, because Derek's known to have a proper Johnson, and Kenny maybe for the Super Bowl show, I can get them to both get into some white tight pants, some like dance skins.
I mean, some football pants would be great.
And some Allen wrenches.
Brendon, what are you doing for the Eagles-Rams?
I like the Eagles -6.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the Rams are playing anything like they were playing the other day, they're gonna. I mean, that fucking defense is no joke.
Yeah, Eagles got a good line. I'm on the Eagles. I feel good about our chances. Doug, what are you doing here?
Absolutely, Eagles. That's yeah. I'm gonna load up on that and try to make up for some of my winnings, which is what they tell you to do.
Yeah, they say chase. They say it's all about chasing.
Yeah. Chasing the dragon. They tell me that about heroin too. So, but I'm going to save the heroin that I got until kickoff.
Well, keep an eye on the fires. If the winds start, if there's an earthquake or something, then jump on the fucking Rams.
Yeah, if there's something that rallies them, I think this is the time you fade them, right? Because like there's that first week, like, hey, we're doing it for the fire department, and then it's hard to do it that second week. Like there's that letdown after. Yeah. So
hey, I'm going to predict on this podcast that there's a major earthquake coming to California. It's going to devastate the city. And I don't care if it takes 45 years, but I hope I go viral where they go, Doug Stanhope said this on a podcast.
Yes.
This is so fucking weird.
There's going to be an earthquake that destroys the city of Los Angeles. Yeah, let's put it in a time capsule event. I feel like at some point you're going to be right with that, right?
Yeah, it's going to, and conspiracy theories abound.
Yeah, Doug knew all along that this mathematically timed event actually came through.
I mean, I was the first one that said it. They better hope there's not an earthquake.
That's true. Now Brendon wants to claim for this.
I want a little bit of it because I'll probably be killed in the earthquake in the shitty house that I live in. It's gonna fall down.
I was right.
It shakes if a fucking big bird lands on the roof.
His
last words were, "Take the Rams +6."
Take my Rams, please.
All right, where are we at? We got Darren saying just gave me goose pimples. I don't know.
You guys are both LA guys. Do you know any Rams or Chargers fans?
I do. I know one guy who is a diehard Chargers fan, and who said he wasn't going to be a Chargers fan when they moved to LA, but then they drafted Justin Herbert. And he stuck around with them. And then I know one Rams fan. I know that's it. And
that might be the same guy I know. He's got like season tickets to the Rams game.
Yeah. But other than that, no. And like when the Rams had a Super Bowl that they were in LA, walking around LA, talking to people, you had no fucking idea. I called a sandwich place to ask to get like one of those party subs for a Super Bowl party. Rams were in the game. And the lady's like, what day is that? I'm like, well, first off, it's Sunday. And how have you not heard about the Rams in the Super Bowl? No fucking idea. And they were closed on Sunday. So I had to get the sandwich on Saturday. It's a 6-foot sub that I had to get in like pieces and wrap up, put in the fridge, and then pull out. It was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Just like Arizona, I don't know a single Cardinals fan. There's no Cardinals fans that come to football Sunday. I mean, if the Cardinals are playing and it's on, it's because nobody else's team is playing right then, and that's the only time they'll root for the Cardinals on TV is if they're playing nobody that they like.
Yeah, it's just the
except them, and again, just like you said with the Raiders, the only Raiders fan, Cardinals fans I see wearing gear are Mexicans, and I fucking love that. I'm going to have to learn how to speak Spanish and go to their house to fucking have a fun time at a Cardinals game.
And I should clarify, it's not specifically Mexicans that's they just all happen to be Mexicans. But if I walk into any place and any race of people are all wearing Raiders gear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Patches, the same
yarmulkes.
Run. Groups of people, mob mentality. Yeah.
Now I have a visual of Raiders yarmulkes, And like, the NFL, they merchandise everything. How have they not and they probably have it. Official team yarmulkes. Yeah. You can Google that, Brendon. I'm sure someone has an Etsy store with some Raiders yarmulkes. Any sort of, like you said, armband, patch, yarmulke, whatever it is. If everyone's wearing something, you always get a little nervous. And Wiley pointed out most Phoenix people I meet are Cowboys fans. Yeah, that's although I feel like the Cowboys sucking and not winning the Super Bowl for what it's been like.
Yeah, they are cowardly fans that fucking run as soon as there's a fucking 3 and whatever record. I don't even know how many games they play in a season anymore. So yeah, once they're fucking really shitty, everyone shuts their mouth. Unlike, that's one thing I loved about Kansas City fans and Packers fans is when they sucked, people are still behind them.
All right.
Flippantly. All the Packers fans here, like, even if they win a Super Bowl, they go, well, he probably won't win one next year. We'll probably do next year.
I'm Googling because I did find some Raiders yarmulkes.
I just sent you WinHardly just sent you a couple of
okay. Images. We'll pull some of those up. While I do that, let's talk last game of the slate. Ravens Bills. Bills are a home underdog, getting a point here. Doug, what are you doing, Raiders Bills?
That's the Bills. This is the only dog I took. I took all the favorites except for Buffalo, and that's going to be the game of the week, obviously. Well, we hope that's going to be the one they all show up for. That's the one I'm going to plan my cooking around, and I got to root for the team I want. I fucking hate Baltimore, and I don't want to go to Ghana. Delta flies there to Accra is the capital, and I do want to go, but.
What is the where do you go? JFK to Ghana direct? Or you go fly out of Atlanta? How do you get there?
It's probably Atlanta to Amsterdam or LA to Amsterdam to Ghana.
We do have the Raiders yarmulkes. I don't know. Just the idea of team, and they didn't really do a great job on it, if I'm being honest. Like the logo's all cut up here, so there are
classier.
I bet you didn't get that off NFL.com. I don't think that is licensed merchandise.
Yeah, it does seem like there's an underground world of unlicensed team yarmulkes. Maybe maybe we could get to the points. I'll talk to you guys.
I've never seen a yarmulke that I didn't think was just hiding a bald spot.
It is a great hack there. Cover up the old bald spot.
You're not even Jewish, you fucking bald spot.
Just want a little cover there in the back. And JFMC in the chat pointed out, yes, the pirate of the Raiders logo should be wearing a yarmulke as well. That's next level. That's a great Photoshop challenge. You can send us in a Raiders pirate wearing a Raiders yarmulke. Get to the points mug, all yours. Brendon, what are you doing for the game here?
Man, this is a toss-up. I'm looking at the over-under. I mean, the over-under is 51.5, and I feel like that could easily be right? Over.
Oh, you like the over?
High, but I don't know. That's tough. I'm leaning.
Hey, NFL weather. I have not looked up NFL weather. Have you looked up the weather?
No, that's a good point. It's in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
I'm on it right here. Texans at 22 degrees in Kansas City. Dome in Detroit, obviously. Likely snow in Philly, 34 degrees.
Snow game would be awesome.
And 51% of chance of snow in Buffalo.
So
I forgot I brought my bell to give this
true sports talk.
Yeah.
Ring that bell, Doug.
Well, tell me your pick.
I'm kind of
over. You want the over on that?
If it's snowing, no. Not if it's snowing.
Correct.
But I'm leaning towards Ravens, man. I feel like the Ravens are gonna. I'm leaning towards Ravens. I'm not going to put a bet in until the day of the game.
I don't want to see Doug go to Ghana as well.
Me neither.
I'm worried for him. I don't want his Super Bowl to be, I want a domestic Super Bowl for Doug. So I'm give me the Buffalo Bills. Ring that bell.
Buffalo Bills it is.
I think
that 1.5 points is going to come into play. I think that 1.5 points, I think it's a 1-point game. I think someone's going to hurt real bad at the end of that game. Either way, I think it's going to be some half point that fucks them.
I just think you can't take it.
Harley Harris says hotel clerk. You're right.
Brendon?
Just so everybody knows, I mean, Doug, you're getting 1.5 on what site are you gambling with?
I'm DraftKings.
Well, on Get to the Points Kings, our gambling site, you get 1.75 points on that game. So
we beat everyone's half a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you make me send in my photo ID and my social security number to gamble, and I think that's risky.
Well, we got to make sure that it's properly reported to the IRS.
Yeah. We did.
Only
it's all
winning.
official.
We don't report the losings.
All official procedures there. Hey, speaking of, have you guys signed up? UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code points. Get there, use our code, get that sweet bonus. And of course, 50% deposit match up to $1,000. So easy to get in. I just used the 50% profit boost, which is always fun. Get a little free action there. Brendon,
that is. That means you get like half the it's like twice as much, less half.
Yes. Yeah.
That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah. So you put in 100 and you got 150 to fuck around with here for the playoffs when you use that promo code. Brendon, is there any
Are
players?
you supposed to tip when you win, like in a casino? When you win at our sponsor, am I supposed to tip the person that answers the customer service number?
Tip. I think if you gamble with them long enough, you wind up tipping them 100% at some point.
Yeah. Well, when at a real sports book, when I cash, I will tip them. I'll give, because it's like a human being, so I give them kick them a couple bucks from the winning ticket. But yeah, they don't really have an online tip thing. That's the only place. Every other time you run your credit card, there's always like, would you like to include a tip? They haven't gotten there yet with the sports book, although I'm sure it's coming.
I came of age in Las Vegas as a degenerate gambler, but at the lowest stakes, but it was everything I had. I would, if I got paid like $300 at the telemarketing place, I'd walk across the street and go to the poker table at the Circus, or I'd play bingo was the best because you could play $2 cards and just drink for free for an hour and just go back up to the bar, just keep hammering for $2. And I'd just lose fucking everything before I went back on Monday. And so when I would win a jackpot for $500, I'd go, where the fuck were you when I was losing everything I had? So I still have a bit of that chip on my shoulder about it. Don't loom over my shoulder and put your fucking googly eyes. Pay me my $4,100 for the royal flush, and I'm out of here.
Brendon, is there get to the points here? Underdog Fantasy. Any players you like? Any matchups? Anyone you're rooting for that we maybe or looking to fade? Think they suck? Anyone interesting?
I don't have my phone right now, so
what the hell happened to your phone?
It's charging.
Okay. Well, just tell me.
The plug doesn't work anymore, so I got to put it on one of those magnet things. So
tell me a player. Oh, and I forgot to mention this gentleman here for the Ravens. Celebrate. Not super excited.
Yeah.
Certainly not looking ahead to next week.
Bolsters our Bills bet.
Yes, does make me feel a little bit better.
But number 0 back there. Number 0 is blurry as Bigfoot, and you can see his fucking crank.
There's one we had to talk about here. Let's see if I can find it. No, this let's see. Yeah, this is a pretty good one from the Bucks game. That's pretty fun.
Who's that? Who's number 17?
Blanking.
Is that Mike Evans?
No, that's not
I can't tell. So. Is he a black or a white?
It's Sterling Shepard. So yeah, he's black.
Well, you didn't have that many tattoos and a helmet. It's hard to pick you out of a lineup, even as race goes. But you could tell that dick anywhere.
What? Zoom in on that tattoo on his forearm there. It looks like a wedding photo or a prom picture.
I think it's Desi Arnaz Jr.
It almost looks like on his left forearm there. I'm sure it's not Puff Daddy, but it kind of looks like a profile of P. Diddy there.
Can you zoom in on it?
I think it's Cole Porter.
I would have to. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one,
Joey Buttafuoco.
What's that guy been up to?
Tattoo is a black guy or a white guy.
How does Joey Buttafuoco not have a podcast?
Now I can just say I don't see color because I can't tell with this guy.
All right. I got one more that I'm loading up. There was a stupid formatting thing.
That's all right, because I'm still talking about this guy's dick. If this guy's a white guy, I would say, well, that's a very complimentary dick. And if he's a black guy, it's a pretty average. That's a fine penis.
What are those little Dove soap-shaped knee pads above his knees? Are those knee? Does he have his pants? What are those little pads there? Are those knee pads?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, you're going to drop off the phone? All right. Sorry.
Okay.
No, that's all right. Yeah, though you're right. They don't cover their knee pads that don't cover the knees. This is the one we had to get to here. It's a pretty solid one. But I would also note now this takes a little zooming in here.
What do we look? I'm looking at the horse haunches on the ass of number 20.
Like, but is that
a bit about gay NFL on the field during the game, gay man rape?
Yeah.
And I described the horse haunches of the guy I was taking down and penetrating. That's what I was describing. My guy was a Tennessee Titan.
Now, if you and now Doug already has his reading glasses on, but if you look at Martin, look between his legs and look at the very bottom. Now, there's a chance that is Sterling Shepard's jersey, or that's a chance that is coming from his own pants, and that's
that's
Sterling Shepard's hand. I think that's his finger, but it definitely is a good.
It certainly looks blending in there.
Do it one more time. I'm gonna blow. I blew up my screen. I don't fucking see
what.
Oh. Yeah, I can't tell what that is.
It's process on.
Yeah, no, it's got to be the guy's finger. But see it on
I don't know. Is it?
Looking at the wrong guy.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Will Parker's with her. Hey. Finally, hey, thanks. Bingo's saying thanks for the box. She's here. That's Bingo's friend. Carissa O'Neill Parker and Tracy. They're Bingo's friends from a little childhood. They came down to visit, and then they just sent her a enormous fatty patty blow up sex doll of an obese lady. They kind of do it like a garden gnome that they take pictures of it everywhere and mail it off to people. So we're gonna go get the old air mattress pump and blow up Fatty Patty, and you know what's gonna happen as soon as Bingo falls asleep all day long. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that anymore.
Do you
me?
So it's like Flat Stanley for adults. You know what, Brendon? Do your kids do Flat Stanley? Where it's like this
before. I think that was before I had kids when that was going.
Yeah,
on.
It's like I did it for my nephews, where it was like you take a photo of this character in different spots, and the kids share it. But this seems like a fun adult version. So shout out to you, Chris.
Yeah, you should take it on all your travels, Doug. Take pictures of the Fatty Patty in front of like the Washington Monument and that place where all 4 states come together.
No, I'm
corners.
Use her as an opening act. Just put a little voice box in the top hole because you get a fatty patty. You're not going to use the top hole. You're going to your fucking folds, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow her up and then slightly deflate her and eat custard out of her ass.
Oh my god.
That's not a bad idea, is to stick a phone in her mouth and put it on speakerphone and just have different friends open for you.
Oh, yeah.
With the fatty patty on stage with the mic, with the phone pointing at the mic.
I like that.
And just do a straight cruise ship act. Like, don't ever mention, don't put any characters.
Yeah, don't bring any. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys do? Married people, see how much. Yeah, the single people, see how much happier they sound. She's the fucking dumbest crowd rap, and never address the fact that she's a naked 3-hole fatty patty.
Can we get a photo of Fatty Patty? Is it close? Because now I feel like
we haven't blown it up yet.
I'll bring the box.
You go bring the box.
There's got to be a picture on the box, right?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Yeah, it's coming. She's coming.
Okay.
She has to take the shuttle bus to our estate from the funhouse here.
Oh man, I just Googled the. I'll wait till Bingo brings it over, but I just Googled the Fatty Patty and.
Yeah, let's just throw it up.
Okay, I'll pull it up here.
I love the font. I didn't know there was a fat lady font.
You're right. It is. It's all right.
Is it like Marie Callender's or something?
Fluffy. I bet Fluffy actually uses this on his posters. What's his Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah.
Yes. She's not fat. She's fluffy. All right. Let's.
There we go. I beat you to it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mine's better.
Oh, yes. Doug's is a much better. She's large and in charge. Three colossal love holes.
Just pop it out so we can see the face.
Well, that's the thing. The one you pulled up was a cartoon. This is an actual human being in a bubble. You just put her in water and like sea monkey, she expands into a walking, talking, fucking snack eating whore.
Love soda.
I want to ask Chrissy, if you're still in the chat, I want to ask. This has been around the world, literally, and I want to know, like, has anyone had to patch her at any point and send her back with repairs or?
Oh man, look at that thing.
Wish I could inflate her head.
It looks pretty small. It's not really.
It doesn't look really fat. I guess I think they sell an accompanying really small man.
The sidecar.
You can also to put her in perspective.
You're gonna get winded though, just filling that thing up.
Yeah,
hyperventilate.
Looks like that's gonna feel good.
Yeah, get Derek to use his camping air mattress pump. This colossal hole doesn't even. That's not a colossal hole, first of all, and it doesn't. It's that deep. It's that deep. It doesn't go.
It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I think you have to just wedge it. Yeah. You have to manipulate your way in there. It's just a little. Yeah. You know what? They tight it first, but if you just spin it around a little bit, then they I want a sandwich.
I'm hungry. Yeah, they should have like a sex mode and eating mode for the mouth. If you're gonna go full fatty patty, you should be able to like unhinge your jaw like a snake, and put down some.
I mean, how close is the air mattress pump? I mean, I kind of want to see this puppy filled up.
I like the Ravens and the Rams. I want to eat them both like a turducken. I put a raven in a sheep and put it on a spit roast. That's what I want to do.
Fatty Patty, you can't eat the bald eagle. It's a national symbol. You're not allowed to kill the eagles.
I'll eat a Texan then. Give me a Tex. Give me a Texan plus 7.5, and I'll bury it in my fucking swarthy hindquarters.
Yeah, I'm sure you would like some fried bison up there in Buffalo. Get some of that.
I could take a whole bill after he fucked me.
Oh man,
Buffalo dick is my favorite kind of dick.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Unfortunately, the Broncos have been eliminated. Great cameo by Fatty Patty. Oh, she's gonna get housed.
Let's see the back hole.
Oh yeah, come on. Well, it's got to be big for all of her.
Three colossal holes.
Monetized on YouTube for this, but
Sure.
all right, honey, pull on her legs.
Okay, I'll pull on her legs. Here's the hole.
Here I come to save the
Oh, there's
day.
the hole. There's the hole.
That means that Fatty Patty's on the way.
No, this way.
When
This way.
there is a rock to
This way.
Wait,
There it is.
That's the front hole.
That's the
Oh, that's the
vagina
front.
hole.
They want to see butthole.
There's no bow.
There's a butthole.
Oh,
It says three
sorry.
colossal
Well, it
holes.
should be brown. It's not
Yeah,
brown. What are you doing?
Oh, there's a beer cap in there. Oh.
Okay.
Have you ever heard the old stock joke where, if she gets big enough, you got to roll her in flour to find the wet spots?
Yeah, but
Immediately-
then I heard the more vile one of that. You roll up the flaps till you smell shit, and then go back one.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Husky Boris says this is like a Travis Lipsky film. I've not seen Travis's films yet.
Well, good times, everyone. Enjoy the playoffs. Underdog Fantasy promo code points. Get in over there. I like the higher Jalen Hurts rushing yards.
Can I
Doug?
just ask what people are going to be cooking for? I don't know what to cook this weekend. There's 4 games. I never know which ones people are going to show up for because no one's really big fans of any of these teams. So it's just going to be I'm cooking for the Bills Ravens because it's the best game. But what do you cook for folks?
It's a good question. For
Between
me,
5 and 10 people, and you prefer it in a crock pot. Go.
a crock pot, I would go sausage and peppers. Just cut, do the sausage, get a nice roll, put that slow cook it in the crock pot. That'll be nice and tasty. It doesn't go anywhere. People can use it whenever. It doesn't get cold. So yeah, I go sausage and peppers.
I like that. We haven't done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sausage and peppers is good. Some maybe some pierogies or something.
Yeah.
Like some kind of a doughy. I don't know, manwiches. Haven't had a manwich in a while.
Manwich. I like that. A fucking manwich. Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, just fill that thing up with manwich.
Because people
I'm talking about Fatty Patty, to clarify.
Manwich is her boyfriend. He's coming by.
What, you dancing with my date? All right.
All right, good
I
times,
wish you
gents.
the best of luck. Yeah, no, the most important game is that the Detroit covers. So Michael Bean will stop calling me just repeated homophobic slang words.
Oh, wow.
One day release when he's in some new big action movie. And then last year I could blackmail him with his wife's panties, if you remember that.
Yes.
I bought one of their suitcases from a yard sale, and she had no
her panties left in there.
Panties. So I go, hey, I'm going to sell these on eBay to pay my debt. This year I'm just going to sell all the times you called me, and I'm gonna ruin your career.
And everybody watch the game.
Hang on. It says, Fatty Patty, what did she just say? Something about she's at least 7 states she's been in.
Oh wow, yeah. Carissa's saying she's been in 7 states.
Delusion, roofied, bliss, lots of states.
But I just want to remind people: is the mug offer standing for the Scouts? So watch the games. I haven't been good at tweeting on the days of the games, but just get those sausage picks in and WinHardly@gmail.com. You get a mug, and also worldrecordpodcast.com if you want one of these visors. They're priced to move.
Let's
yeah,
go.
you know what? I think that at this point we could say, well, when you watch the games, we're close enough. If you send in a cock that makes it to the Super Bowl, we could do fucking cock brackets. So if you send us a fucking a hot Texans cock and they win and move on, that dick could take you to the Super Bowl.
MVDs, keep sending them in. And yes, anyone who sends stuff in, we'll hook you up with the mug. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Check out Doug's special discount meat available on the Patreon, right, Doug?
No, it's free on YouTube.
Oh, free on YouTube.
Yeah,
okay.
You can get on the Patreon for other stuff, but yeah, that's free on YouTube.
Oh, and we want to send a shout out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Keep.
John Pello, a leading snout scout, has offered to organize the sausage picks for us. So I think Sean's going to send a Google Drive doc over to John Pello, so we can have the.
So we can have our archive, our presidential library of NFL dick pics.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that.
Appreciate that.
John, I'm going to give you my half off of my YouTube special called Discount Meat. And
so you only got to watch 25 minutes of it.
And you will get 50% off that free special.
That's a great deal. You cannot beat it. Thanks for Carissa for sending in Fatty Patty. That was a lot of fun. And appreciate everyone tuning in. And we'll see you next week when we get to the points. Later, everyone.
I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.